Top 10 video games of all time. For number 10, I have Five Nights at Freddy's, more specifically 2. I know, it's not very popular at the time, but back then, it was still a really good game. This game had something different than what other usual horror games had. Mostly the Chuck E. Cheese robots that can murderously kill you. But the security camera system was unique to other games, but you still had the sense of not knowing where everything is. But with the games 3 and so forth, it kind of lost the idea and focused more on the lore. Portal 2 was one of the first popular and incredible 3D puzzle/platforming games that I've played. I always loved the idea of bringing you from one place to another as simple as just walking through a door. I see you, you get back here! But seriously,
why are you running?
This game is one of the most classic games on the list and I love it. Oh, and GLaDOS is she's lying about cake! I love cake! Super Mario Odyssey is one of the greatest games out there. It has great mechanics. With Cappy you can do crazy jumps, and did I ever mention that Cappy has this beautiful voice?
Come on, Mario, get your butt off the couch and save the princess!
There are some great atmospheres in the game that get you right in the feels. Almost everything about this game is great except this stupid jump! It took me about a month to pull this off and I never touched the cartridge again! Well, that's because I didn't take it out of my Switch because I couldn't stop playing it. Breath of the Wild is a totally different game from the rest of the Legend of Zelda series. After the last Zelda game, Skyward Sword, Nintendo realized how straightforward the game was and made up for it by making Breath of the Wild. This huge open-world game has so many possibilities of different paths that each adventure could take. Oh, and I also have both versions of Breath of the Wild, and Ocarina of Time, and Wind Waker, and Twilight Princess, and Cuphead is an old cartoon-style run-and-gun game. It's a game where the level of hardness is equal to the level of fan-fiction there is. But seriously, this game is hard. You die all the time. Even with my Ultra Deluxe Steam controller, I still suck at this game. But other than how hard the game is, it's still a great graphical game. It really succeeds when it comes to making an old cartoon game that's still different from other shows from the 40s. But I still keep dying! Undertale is an 8-bit game where you're stuck in the ground with tons of monsters that want to kill you all the time. But the lore of this game is the best one that I've ever really cared about, and I really don't care about wars that much. The combat style is my favorite type of combating techniques that I've ever seen in my life. And the first time that I've seen Omega Flowey, I was actually scared to death. I was spamming the leaf, asking him what to do. What is going on? Please tell me what to do! The Legend of Zelda Spirit Tracks was the first Zelda game that I've ever played in my life, and it always left a great place in my heart. This and Phantom Hourglass had very different controls from other Zelda games because you dragged where you wanted Link to go, since it was on the DS. And this left them a great opportunity to make the boomerang, drag it where it should go, and it goes there. But the music is always what brings me back to the first time that I've ever felt the adventure of a Zelda game. Splatoon, more specifically Splatoon 2, is the best third-person shooter that I've ever played, and the second version of the game improves the game by everything other than tucking the Squid Sisters in the single-player missions! But there are still lots of possibilities of gear and weapon customization, and each player makes their own combination of how they like to play and kill. But Splatoon has some of the best weapons, lore, fighting styles, and creativity in general. It's so bright and colorful. If I could name one game that I loved to play around my childhood, it would be Geometry Dash. One button, one destination. To finally beat a demon level, I swear to God these are way too hard. And yes, I haven't beaten a demon level. And yes, my icon requires 30 demon levels. I hacked it, okay? I'm sorry, my people! But anyways, I don't know if you guys know, but my channel used to be themed entirely around Geometry Dash. This game is 3/4 skill, 1/4 trial and error. It really takes effort to know how to beat and or make a level. Some of my levels are hard. I don't know how I beat them in the first place, but the aesthetics in this game are so colorful, and I was addicted to this game in all of its glory. I used to binge this game for hours on end, every day, trying to beat as many levels as possible. In all, it was one of my favorite, great, and colorful games that I've ever played. One of them. And the other one is Baldi's Basics in Education No. I'm sorry, Baldy, but your game is just too much of a game that I like for a while, but then get over it. But my true favorite game of all time is The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker. There's not too much to say. This game is the third Zelda game that I've played, and pretty much the first mainstream one. It showed me how true a Zelda game can be to me, and started off my enjoyment for The Legend of Zelda. It's the one game that has that cutesy art style that's so bright and colorful. It was the first Legend of Zelda game to really feature an open world, or should I say, sea area, that you could explore throughout your journey. Just when you think you've explored everything, you haven't.